Hi, welcome back to BitWise. Today we do some myths buster, 5 NFT and digital asset myths debunked. With NFTs and digital assets bursting into the scene recently, there's been a lot of misconceptions and myths surrounding the entire industry. This is mostly due to the sheer complexity of the industry and a pretty high barrier to entry that has caused a lot of stigmas to be built around the topic as a whole. Before we start, we highly recommend you to watch our NFT 101 video at the card above before this, as it will help you understand better. Myth 1. There is no real intrinsic value in NFTs. A lot of people say that there is no true value in NFTs and it's just all a fad. However, it's good to note that NFTs are non-fungible. This means that the ownership of the NFT lies solely with one person. Since all NFT and digital asset trades happen on a blockchain, there is a ledger that cannot be altered, changed or edited, meaning that the true ownership of an NFT or a digital asset is set in stone. Thus, any copies or fakes created online are just that, fakes. There can be multiple copies of the same NFT but only one original piece. This can be compared to high-end art pieces around the world. We might all have a copy of Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa saved in our hard drive somewhere, but there will only be one original version of the painting. In addition to that, NFTs gain their value from overall underlying value, the non-fungible aspect, the perception of buyers and the promise of its future value. This is what makes NFTs and digital assets valuable. Myth 2. NFTs are just all digital art. NFTs, being non-fungible tokens, are basically one-of-a-kind digital properties or items that have their proof of ownership being kept in a blockchain like Ethereum. Non-fungible just means that it's something that cannot be replaced with something else, therefore ensuring that your NFT is purely unique and only available to you. NFTs aren't just only digital art. At the end of the day, NFTs can come in the form of music, podcasts and literally anything that can be digitized. Some other things that can also be transformed into NFTs are collectible items such as trading cards, ownership of in-game assets, event tickets, music and various forms of media, big sports moments, virtual fashion, and real-world assets. This allows for a lot more digital information being able to be stored in blockchains, allowing for easier and safer storage of information. Myth 3. NFTs are a get-rich-quick scheme. The exponential growth in returns for NFTs and digital assets as a whole recently has alluded to some that anything in the world of digital assets would be an investment with ridiculously high returns in a short period of time. This also meant that when NFTs broke into the scene, this was the reality of this new form of the digital asset. With that also comes the fact that naysayers believe that it's all a get-rich-quick scheme or just an overcomplicated cyber scam. In all honesty, since there is no main entity or company that governs all the NFTs, it's a little hard to prove that it's all a scheme to get someone in charge rich quick, or that it's a pyramid scheme of some sort, like so many that are claiming that. Although, we would still advise extreme caution when it comes to doing any transaction online, including trading digital assets and NFTs in general. Always do your research and ensure that you know what you're getting yourself into at all times. At the end of the day, NFTs are like any other investment piece where their worth can change from one day to the next, just like company stocks or even property investments. Regardless, in every industry, especially those deeply rooted in investments, we must always stay vigilant, as there will always be people out there, truly looking for a quick buck. Always stay well informed of all your choices and the people and platforms you choose to invest in. Myth 4. NFTs are bad for the environment. This has been a long-standing concern about the industry as a whole. This stems from the fact that NFT mining and trade take a lot of energy due to constant mining. Right now, since a lot of NFT trades happen on the Ethereum network that does use a considerable amount of energy, this might not be the case in the near future. Blockchains like Tezos and Cardano, that use proof of stake to process their transactions, use a lot less energy as a whole. Since Ethereum will be completing its transition from the mainnet with the Beacon chain, and complete the merge, it will use approximately 99.95% less energy post-merge. A lot of miners have also moved to countries which have cheaper energy and also those that harvest their energy from renewables. We have a video on this if you interested. Myth 5. NFTs are easily copied, which can allude to theft. There is a common misconception that NFTs can easily be copied since they're considered digital assets freely available to view and search for on the internet. However, NFTs have something called metadata which governs the overall ownership of NFTs. And since NFT works on blockchain, there isn't really a way to steal NFT art. Blockchains are distributed ledgers, consolidated information, in which you can store any type of information you want. Blockchain information cannot be changed or rewritten. This means that for every NFT purchase, there is an accurate and permanent piece of information that mentions the artwork and who made it. It will also keep a detailed record of its owners, etc. These rules are against commercially reproducing any NFT images, and these rights often don't even belong to the owner of the NFT. This means that, sure, it's easy to take a picture of an NFT and pass it off as an original, but it's also as easy to check the database to conclude if it's original or a fake. Regardless, at the end of the day, in every industry, there will be people out there trying to scam you out of your money. If you want to start investing in NFTs or digital assets, we strongly suggest that you do as much research as you can to ensure that you are on top of all the information that you need to make an informed decision. Staying safe online. Here are some tips on the best ways you should keep an eye out to ensure you stay safe financially online. Stay up to date with all NFT and digital asset news from their respective platforms. Always follow verified spaces to ensure that you get the correct information. Avoid phishing emails. Phishing scams are literally everywhere. And this is the same even in the NFT and digital asset world. Always beware of the overall emails you get when it comes to those quick rich schemes. We hope you learned some new knowledge today. Do support us by like, subscribe and share. See you next time.